really big into hookah smoking, but it was in a request by a business that has been adversely affected by the 91 freeway construction, and so I think we felt that it was something, since it is an ancillary use, that would be okay to forward on to the council to discuss, because the business is looking for ways to increase their revenue, and this was one of the ways that they felt they could do that. Karen.
Joanne, I just want to confirm, and I'm trying to find it, and you had told me, but where exactly to confirm that they could also sell product there?
Yeah, that's in chapter 17104, where we define what a smoking lounge is.
Okay.
And that's not part of the amendment this evening. We actually reference it in the section that I provided to you in the staff report, because we have to basically refer back to that definition. So they provide the tobacco at the location.
Okay, so that is, okay. No, I'm not one that likes smoking, but we have a choice to go in there or not. They've been adversely hurt by the construction right there, probably more than anybody else. That and Baker's Dozen that Eugene keeps going to. It's starting to show.
I've got pictures.
So I think that we'll let it happen in other places. We need to be consistent throughout and allow the opportunity.
Mr. Haley.
Joanne, there are some restaurants in Corona, and let's just pick one out, say the Chuck Wagon, and they have a smoking area outside of their eating and drinking facility. And when you refer to that, at least when I refer to it, it seems like it'd be like a patio. What's the difference between a lounge and a patio?
The lounge we described just to describe the nature of the business. You do have smoking lounges that are 100% intended to be there for someone to go in, buy a cigar, buy cigarettes, and sit in that place of business and just smoke. There's nothing else going on. So when you're talking about the difference between a patio, if it's ancillary to a restaurant, that's where that would take place. I didn't want to get in there and start changing up the definition. We went with smoking lounge, so that's how we covered it, because that's how it was initially brought to us many years ago. So all we're doing is playing on that same definition, but the restaurant would have to abide by all state laws and the health department with respect to having any smoking on the premise.
Okay, super. Thank you very much. And I agree with Council Member Spiegel. It's getting late. Councilmember Spiegel, that the Kabob Hut has been absolutely killed by the 91 and Main Street, and if we can help them out at all, I think that'd be a good idea. And it will be, like you say, ancillary, because if you don't want to go out into the lounge slash patio slash whatever you want to call it, you don't have to.
That's right.
Thank you.
Mr. Fox.
Yeah, I mean, I'm certainly become a Kabob Hut fan. I found out Eric and I actually met about 40 years ago at Orange High School playing soccer. He was one of the few Iranians that happened to be in high school, and I was good friends with a couple. And I certainly want to help your business. I'd be willing to flip signs, but for you, if that would help. I'm just not, as you probably understand, I'm not so much for smoking. There's a country preacher's code. I will not drink, smoke, or chew, and I will not date girls who do. I don't know if you ever heard that, but you know, and it is primarily, I understand, it's a health thing to me, and the example it is to other young people and making it easier, I'm just not comfortable with that.
Okay. Well, we need to open the public hearing, so let's go ahead and open the public hearing. Ms. Mobley, has the city clerk's office received any correspondence regarding this item?
No, we have not.
Okay, we do have some speaker cards. We have Mr. Dean Safe. If we can get people to kind of move along, next up will be Eric and Lisa, and then Sam. If you guys want to line up over here so we can speed things along. If you could give your name and address for the record, and you have 3 minutes, go.
Good evening. My name is Dean Safe. I'm a business owner in town at 522 Railroad Street, also chairman of the board for Corona Chamber. Good evening, Mayor and council members. Corona Chamber of Commerce delivered the letter to the City Planning Commission on August 10th in support of the zone text amendment in item 4F. We're also here tonight to voice our support of this amendment and to support the businesses that are currently affected. This amendment will make the code fair to all and create a level playing field for these businesses. Thank you.
Thank you. And I did fail to mention, you can take less than 3 minutes. So thank you, Dean. That's a new one for you.
Lessons on what?
Go on. You're done. Sam, you want to go ahead and come on up next?
Can I use his
No, you may not. You may not.
Hi, Sam Akbarpur, 1285 Amin Circle, Corona residents. I'd like to thank you in advance for support of this text amendment to the specific plan for downtown businesses, especially Kabob Hut. I'm sure you have tried all of the Persian food. I'm a part of the Persian community here, and if you have tried it once, you fall in love with the food. This place used to be a green burrito, a dead spot, dead zone there. And since Eric took it over, he has spent a lot of money and renovate the place. And I'm sure you are addicted by now with the food. Now, part of the Persian culture, really, we like to have an evening entertainment here. So we come and have even though, as I said, no, it used to be a fast food, now the food is a cuisine quality food. So you go eat the food, and then you move to the patio, which is ancillary, to the business. And then maybe you take a puff, and then you finish with a tea. And then also on the weekend, I think they have entertainment, belly dancer, for you guys if you love it. So it would make your evening, your entertainment complete. And also the location of the business being really on the gateway of Main Street. Anybody comes to this from the freeway on the Main Street, really this entertainment, give them a different feeling of what kind of place is Corona.
If they can
Corona.
get to it, yes.
And again, I would thank you for your support. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Sam.